Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Little River Medical Center. Guys, I'm back with Catherine from Little River Medical Center. I always love to chat with you. Always good to see you too.
Great to see you too.
Okay, for those that don't know anything about Little River Medical Center, I don't know how you couldn't at this point, but give me a little rundown for those who don't know.
Yeah, so Little River Medical Center, we are a primary care facility. We're a community health center, and we offer primary care services, dental and behavioral health, but more than that, we're so much more than just a traditional primary care setting. We have so many programs and services that we offer our community members, and even services that you don't necessarily have to be a patient of ours to take advantage of. So we're really excited to be a part of the community and continue our work.
And speaking of, we are at the Walmart in Surfside today, and we have the gorgeous Miles for Smiles bus right next to us. Tell me about the Miles for Smiles program, what you guys do.
So this year is particularly special for us with the Miles for Smiles program because it's our 20th anniversary of having the program in the community, which is huge.
Yeah.
This program means so much to us because not only does it allow students across our community, in fact, we are in 24 middle and elementary schools across Horry and Georgetown counties, as well as 8 Head Start programs. We really value the partnerships that we have with our school districts to be able to allow us to come in and offer those services to students, keeping them in school and keeping parents off the roads and from having to take time off of work to take them to appointments. So it's a really great program. We are able to not only provide the services for routine cleanings and exams, we have x-ray capability on the bus, but we also can do restorative care too. So if a student or a child is experiencing any tooth pain, through partnerships with our schools, they can have an appointment set up and we can address the issue.
That is incredible,
Yeah.
truly. I mean, what does this look like on a daily basis, though, with the bus? Does it just travel out to different places? Does it stay in one place? How does that work?
Yeah, so the dental team really has a schedule that they put into place and work really closely with the schools to make sure, okay, these are the students that have appointments today, how are we going to do that? And keeping those lines of communication open so that students can utilize it. One thing I do want to make sure that the community knows is this program is accessible to all students that are, if their school is participating in the program, because we offer not only access to those with private insurance, but also those that have Medicaid. And even if there are any financial burdens or issues going on there, students and their families can look at our sliding fee program as well. So income eligible individuals can still receive care, and we just prorate it based on income levels. So we make sure that folks are not experiencing any hardships based on, financial situation. We want to make sure that they have the care that they need.
Okay, so if somebody is wondering if their school is participating in the Miles for Smiles program, how can they find out more information about that?
Sure, that's a great question. Actually on our website, we keep that updated with information about which schools are participating in the Miles for Smiles program. So if you navigate to our Facebook page, lrmcenter.com, check out our programs and services tab, and you'll see Miles for Smiles there. You'll be able to see all the information, how to do a consent form to enroll your child in the program, and even phone numbers on who to reach out to if you're just curious and want more information. How does the process look? What are the next steps? All of that information is available on our website.
This story is sponsored by Little River Medical Center.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm back in the studio, and I am chatting with Ashley. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Okay, you are the head coach of the Glam Elite All-Stars.
Yes, ma'am.
They are so awesome, but tell everybody that doesn't know what you guys do or what your girls do.
So we are a local competitive cheerleading team. We travel to North Carolina, different parts of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, and compete against other all-star organizations.
You have an all-black competitive team.
Yes, we are the only team. I don't even think it's ever been another team around here, like years ago up until now, that is doing what we do. We are 98% African American, and we take pride in that. We love it. Of course, it comes with a couple of, barriers, but we work through it, we push through it, and we do what we need to do.
Was this a thing growing up for you? Was cheer accessible? Was that, typical? Or is this something that you're providing for people that have never been able to have this opportunity?
So for me, I grew up in Virginia, so
Okay.
It's a different culture, it's a different world. So cheer was 100% accessible for me. It's something that I've always done since I was a little girl up until I graduated from high school. Immediately after high school, I began coaching like rec league and still just helping out with like my old teams and checking in on them. You build this bond with the people that are on the team with you because you guys spend so much time. So that was like my family outside of my normal family.
Yeah.
So when I moved here, I started coaching for another organization, and it just dawned on me like, hey, why don't you provide this service to children who typically are not able to do things that, that we allow them to do on our team.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey, and I love every minute of it.
I am so excited to be in the kitchen today with David Peterson from Peterson's world famous hot dogs and sausage dogs.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
All
Glad
right.
to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here. You've got a nicely dressed hot dog here.
Thank you so
And then we
much.
have one that does not have all the fixins quite yet. But while you're fixing this up, why don't you tell me a little bit about why you started this business and how you got to where you are today?
Well, the reason why I started this business because my grandmother, she actually ran a hot dog stand in New York City.
Really?
Yes, and she had people line up all around the block. So I decided, why not start a hot dog stand in South Carolina?
Yeah.
So when I graduated school, my parents, they invested into a hot dog cart. And I got all the licensing, the permits, and everything that you have to do when you start a food business. And it was all up from there, and then I just kept going with it.
All right, so how often are you at your hot dog cart and where can people find it?
Well, we there for at least about 6 days a week. We pretty much take Sundays off, but we set up Sundays sometime. But they can find us on Irby Street, right at by the Planet Fitness, and the tobacco market is where we set up at, right on the grass platform. That's where we set up at. So you can find us there 6 days a week.
All right, well, why don't you go ahead and tell me
Alrighty.
what you're going to be putting on here.
All right, first we're gonna put some of this world famous hot dog chili. And this is the best chili that you'll ever taste ever in your life. So we're gonna start out with that. We're gonna put the chili on that hot dog. You gotta put the bedding on it. This is the bedding for the hot dog.
What do you say to people that just want a plain hot dog?
Just want a plain hot dog? I say you just want a plain hot dog. You don't want something that's good
Yeah,
on world
that's
famous
what
chili?
I'm thinking.
Come on now.
You got to dress it up.
Then you're gonna put this ketchup. Got to have
Love
that ketchup.
it.
Got to
Ketchup,
have it.
mustard.
Then you're gonna put mustard. Some people just like a line. Let's do a little line of mustard.
Yeah.
All right. Then you got to have them onions. Sometimes when I ask people, they say, "Do you want an onion?" They're like, "Yeah, I want some onion." I'm like, "Okay, relax, calm down, calm down. We're gonna put some onions on there for you."
Perfect.
So you got to have onions. Got to put the onions on,
Beautiful.
and that's how you make a perfect hot dog.
As simple as that.
Simple as that. Simple as that. and
All
it tastes
right.
delicious. The flavor is out of this world.
I love it.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
You've been here since 1966.
Yes.
How'd you get into hair?
Well, I was in Georgetown, and they had a young lady that was working on King Street that was a barber. And I used to admire her because during the day, she used to wear white uniforms, and they had the white jackets and the white pants and, you know, shoes. And she was so immaculately dressed, you know. Fast forward, because at the time, Mr. Thomas, which is my husband, Jerome W. Thomas, he needed a barber here on Myrtle Beach. So he had a nephew that lived in Georgetown. So he asked me to cut his hair and send him back over, and he would see whether, you know, I was capable of cutting. So when he got back, he told me to come right away, because the young lady that was in here that was working, she met a man on the base, Air Force Base, and they got married and they were leaving. So he needed a new lady barber. And that's how I really got here, Myrtle Beach.
You just kind of got thrown into it, huh?
Yes, well, I mean, it was nice. It's nice, and through the years, we had oozes of people from the Air Force Base, because the Air Force Base was here. The beach itself was that we couldn't go over. At that time, we could not go over on the waterfront, but we could, you know, be here on Carver Street, in which these are called, and they still do, but it's a Booker T. Washington area, but it was called a hill at that particular time. And all the businesses, we had quite a few businesses. Everybody had a business just about on this street. And we had pool rooms, we had eating place, the Patio Casino. They had a beauty shop down there, they had taxi cab. The people would come in from Georgetown on Wednesdays and Sundays. And the people here, it was just like New York. The lights never went out. They had people all night and all day. It was crowded all day. People would come and go. And at that particular time, we were working 12 hours in the barbershop, from 9 to 9 in the barbershop. And we would have people lined up all around to get haircuts. Yes. It was real busy back then, and it was nonstop. You would just love to stay on the hill back there during the day, because every day it was somebody different, and there were lots of people that you see every day, and we had a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm 77.
Really?
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
I'll be 78 Valentine's Day.
You're still going strong.
Well, that's my age. I'm
Yeah.
old enough to be somebody's mother in here. Yeah, I'm hoping to be here a little bit longer, not much longer, a little bit longer. Eventually, I'm hoping to have probably more barbers in here. Mr. Tuck and I, we are here, and my daughter, she comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, on certain days, she have appointments. We don't do appointments.
Okay.
We just do walk-ins. My daughter, she does appointments.
Okay. So where can people find you?
1403 Carver Street, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 29577. telephone number is 843-048-8283. Call at any time.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.